My name's Amb Dion Osagie, Ambassador Chief. I'm the president of A Godsent Foundation. A Godsent Foundation is a non-profit organization that is currently making the most change in all of Africa. Our organization is the biggest organization right now in Africa. Alright, we started this organization in 2011. Not fully, but just 2 years ago we got this office here in Benin, and like you can see, we have made a lot of changes. So basically we started since 2011. Well, we find out that many people are suffering around the world, not just in Edo State or in Nigeria. Around the world, many people are suffering until individuals join hands with the government. Things cannot change. You know, many young people around the world, many Nigerians complain too much. We complain about the government, we complain about this without putting in our own quota. So that's our main focus, to join hands with the state government, federal government, to make a better living for women and children. Well, it's a beautiful experience because when you are very passionate about a cause and see that your passion or your dreams is coming to reality, it's always going to be beautiful, no matter the tribulations, no matter how rocky the road is. But when you are moving on the way and you know that, for example, you are going to Lagos, you know that 10 million naira is waiting for you in Lagos. No matter how bad the road is, that you will not complain because you are looking at what you are trying to achieve. So that's the same way for me. I see that I am going to give my people a bright light. You understand? So everything is, you know, there's no challenge, everything is nice. Well, actually, we are just getting started. What we have achieved is not even up to 1% of what we want to see. We want to see women's shelter in every state in Nigeria. We want to see local government have their own hospitals. We want to see rehabilitation centers for young boys on the streets. We want to see women having monthly stipends, monthly supports. We want to see employment for youths. So we have not even started, and all this we try to do still falls under our objectives at the Godsent Foundation. We have a book here that analyzes the problems we are trying to solve. We have the unemployment index, on availability of training workshop, which the young girls just came. We are doing that already, but we need to do more. Difficulties assessing cultural support. We have a farm, failing education standard. We try to give scholarship. Sub-Saharan migration, illegal migration, all these legal reporting, we are there too. Cultism and kidnapping. Underdeveloped healthcare services. We are currently building our own free healthcare in the local governments. Decline in sport and entertainment. We have a team. It's called Go Sports. Every Saturday we give young people a chance to go and play soccer at Bogota Barra. And we have an entertainment group too, Chief Ado Entertainment Group. Recently we just hosted Fabomo over the weekend, you know, as an icon. So we have Edo State can grow in every area. So that's what our foundation is for, to teach that things can be done in the right way. We have been able to build a global family called Godsent Family. It's been a global online family called Godsent Family. We have a member in every city in the world. So as we are speaking now, how many people are watching us, Larry?
264.
So we have about 264 people watching us now from over 20 countries maybe. So those people are the source of support. So you were just here now, when somebody just sent 10,000 naira to that man, a man who is bleeding in the nose. In the real sense, this man is supposed to walk into any hospital and get the treatment. You understand? So we have a Godsent family who are supporting every project that we have. We have touched, it's uncountable. I lost count. Thousands of Edo women have been touched, and millions of people have been inspired. Through our work, we have been able to inspire people globally. So millions of people have been touched. Our work have inspired so many persons. Maybe the person who is not doing good for a family member will see our work. Wow, if this boy can help this guy, I can do it too. So automatically I cannot give you an exact record, because through us, people have been inspired to do other good. And through other good they are doing, somebody else is being helped. So realistic speaking, Facebook sent me a message that this year alone I have made 1.4 million people happy. 1.4 million people have liked my page on Facebook. That is a lot of number. 1.4 million people have liked the things we put on Facebook. So let's say we are running over 1 million. We have inspired and made people happy over 1 million times. The only challenge I have is not being able to solve so many of the problems that I know that they need help. So we focus on those people that need real help, like the man that is bleeding his nose. You understand? But other women need help. So the challenges we have is the availability of resources to be able to sustain these women. So that's why we are calling on the state government to join hands with us to help them make the state a better one. So that's the only challenge we have, resources. Well, it is not easy for most government of Nigeria to keep to their promise. That is not because the person who made that promise does not have a good mind. It is because the people that work around them do not work in team spirit. I may have a good intention, but my staffs working here may also have a negative intention. So when I ask you, you are going to do this, I allocate money to you, they don't get the job done. You understand? So a sustainable government should make sure that they work with people who have the same mindset. You cannot be a journalist and I ask you to go and work as a minister of petroleum. You cannot be an accountant, I ask you to go and work as a minister of agriculture. That is what is happening in the Nigerian system of government. It's a big failure. I'm very exposed. I've been around the world. I'm very exposed and I know what the government is like. You understand? So the big failure they are having is that people who knows the job are not giving the job to get it done. Before you can become a politician, you must have passion for the people. We have already started taking steps. We are already taking steps to make that happen already. We are currently working with the state speaker. We had a meeting during our rally on Friday. So we are working on a very, very low budget proposal that will help the states. Alright? We have practical example of the young boys we have removed from the streets. We have practical example of the women we have helped. We have practical example of the medicals we have paid. So it's not time for the government to give us allocation. You know, the government should give us allocation every month to be able to sustain many of these women and remove more children on the street. So we're working on a very, very low budget proposal. In 21st century, having electricity should not be a big deal. They have solar energy everywhere. There's no excuse for us to be moving around Benin City or Edo State at night and it's dark on a major way. So first project is electricity, creates low income housing for women. A lot of women may never be able to own their own property, but creating a low income, government low income housing, we help them have a place where they can put their head. Creating employment. It is not easy for, say, a young man who is ready to work but no source of income. Creating employment is very, very easy. Creating employment is creating ideas. I came up with an idea which I sent to some of my friends some time ago. If you look at the city center, we can, just in Ring Road alone, we can create 100 jobs. How? By creating a recycling system. In the whole of Ring Road, there's no one trash can. In the whole of entire Ring Road, there's no one trash can where people drinking pure water or ice cream can dump. These are all recycling items. We can have young people there controlling that area, making sure they're keeping the city clean. At the end of the day, take this trash and recycle it. When they recycle it, they make enough money to pay them. So we have many great ideas that can make a do great. What we do, most times when we give people skill acquisition, we don't just leave them hanging after they graduate. After they graduate, we now follow up, set them up. If you are a fashion designer, we'll get you a shop, get you the machines. We've done 3 cases like that. If you're a barber, we'll open a shop for some guy here. You understand? So after their skill acquisition, after they have learned, we also find a way to set them up. You know, and I'm very, very aware that if the governor or the government work with us, they are going to be very pleased. They are going to be pleased because an act of kindness in Edo State is an accolade to the states. If one person suffers less in Edo State, it's a good thing for the governor. It's a good thing for you. It's a good thing for me. So I think that we really, really need to partner with the state government to give us enough resources to get all this job done. There should be patience. A better day is around the corner. They should be patient. As you see, we have over 30 persons waiting out there. We are going to help them all. And I know that because of the work I have done in Edo State, Governor Osagie is so happy about me. He loves me so much. But the problem is people around here are trying to spoil my name. That I don't help this guy because we are doing their job more than them. I have a Go Cab initiative. I am not the Commissioner of Transportation, but I have about 7 cabs in Benin that is helping, that has employed the youths. You understand? Youths, be the change you wish to see. I am challenging every youth in Nigeria who love their state to be a part of the change. Don't just complain every day without doing your part. Be a part of the change, guys. I love you, okay?